Food security is one of the biggest problems facing the survival of mankind on this planet. The present population of over 6 billion is set to grow to 9 billion by 2050. The lack of availability of food and the volatility in market prices clearly indicates that we must take steps to grow more food in different parts of the world in order to meet the incoming demand. It needs new agricultural techniques to grow food. Some countries have land, but they lack the know-how to grow food. Those nations who use the latest technologies to grow food can share the knowledge with those countries that have the land. This could provide the world with a solution to food security. The time has now come when people and countries of the world need to work together. JN Irrigation of India, East End Foods UK are working together in sharing their knowledge with the people of Mali in Africa. This project needed a visionary at the highest level, and the President of Mali happily endorsed the idea. Our experts had to visit the location where agricultural land has been allotted. A full survey of the land, including the testing of the soil and water, was carried out, and the agronomists had to study other factors like climatic conditions and rainfall. Some deficiencies, like lack of carbon in the land, have to be addressed. Additional treatment to the land is needed, otherwise the crop yields will suffer. Agricultural land has been prepared using heavy plant and machinery. It needs technology, know-how, money and commitment to make the land productive. In order for the project to succeed, we need the commitment of the government of Mali and plenty of manpower that are willing to be trained to become good farmers. The objective of the team of agricultural experts is to transfer knowledge to the people of Mali so that they can learn modern farming techniques and make their own future. What are the problems in Africa, and how can a project of this size succeed? Mr. B.L. Jain is the chairman of Jain Irrigations.
Continent Africa has a lot to offer. It is such a heart-rendering situation that I see there. Whatever you have said about Mali is true of most part of the African continent. And particularly within that Mali, though a small country, is a pretty stable and peaceful country. We can do a lot for those farmers. And that's not a huge investment either. All of these things are being done here. Food processing is one of our core strengths. Because the fruits and the vegetables should not be wasted, they need to be either dehydrated or aseptically packed so that they can stay on the shelf for a year and a half.
The water quality in Mali is satisfactory, but only 0.6% carbon is present in the soil. Good quality soil normally carries 1.2% carbon, and this means that the land has to be enriched by adding natural compost to get the satisfactory results. How do we prepare natural compost? We need 5 tons of natural compost per hectare to bring good yield of the crop. In order to be self-sufficient, we need to make natural compost requiring cow dung, farm waste, and earthworms. To make a good quality compost, a large quantity of food waste is allowed to rot. 10% neem cake and 5% of vermiculture is added. This makes natural compost that rejuvenates the land. In the long run, this will need to be produced in Mali. This improves the process of nitrogen fixation, which helps to grow the plant. The improvement can take 2 or 3 years and needs technology and know-how to be provided by the agricultural experts from India. The drip irrigation method assists the crop to grow naturally. Another important aspect of good agricultural practices is to control pests and plant diseases. A detailed study has been conducted and the necessary precautions taken.
Our project in India lasted 12 years. We trained 250,000 farmers in 14 regions of India and encouraged them to use natural compost to rejuvenate the soil that was depleted by using too many chemicals. We encouraged them to stop the use of chemicals and instead use natural compost. Their land got in a better state of health, and apart from 1 year, they started to have good crops. The latest machinery to process food and modern methods of handling and warehousing will be employed. We wish to repeat the same model in Africa. African land is better because the use of pesticide and other chemicals has been limited. International bodies have also come to help us. Africa will have good crops using new technology for their population. We shall train them to grow food for the rest of the world, and that will contribute to food security.
We shall provide employment for more than 1,000 people to carry out phase 1 of the project. Cold storage to preserve the produce will be installed in order to take the project forward. Agriculture needs determination and patience to succeed, and international bodies like CABI and Plantwise will be involved in monitoring plant diseases. With hard work and commitment of all parties concerned, we will make this project a success.